What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news for you concerning Mr. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Deontay Wilder had claims that Anthony Joshua's team are begging for a fight, says WBC champion. He goes on to say they're definitely begging now. His management has been trying to reach out to mine all of a sudden, Wilder told Joe Rogan's podcast, which I'm going to get to the podcast later after this video in depth for you guys. He could have had this opportunity. He had many opportunities. He could have fought Luis Ortiz. He could have fought me. He had a chance to fight Tyson Fury. So let me stop there. He said Joshua had many opportunities to fight Deontay Wilder. And now they're begging for a fight. So all of a sudden, like he didn't know what Anthony Joshua had already planned. He didn't know that Anthony Joshua booked 2 dates back to back. So he was totally oblivious to all this. Just because Fury called him out on a wild whim, and he accepted the fight with open arms. But you supposed to have been so desperately trying to get a fight with Anthony Joshua, and this guy's ducking and all this and all that. But if a guy's begging you and you're trying to convince people that this narrative that he was ducking, but he's the only one sending contracts, you send a $50 million offer, a rebuttal offer, mind you. This wasn't an offer that you just, hey, I really want to get Anthony Joshua in the ring. Therefore, let me send this $50 million. That's after you've already turned down $12.5 million. And we knew that was all bullshit anyway, because your blood brother's boy, which is Frank Warren, said so. Okay? Frank Warren said that money was coming from BT Sports, knowing damn well Anthony Joshua can't touch that money. So we all know that by contract, he couldn't touch that money. Okay? So, but you wanted to fight him that bad. If you wanted to fight him that bad, you wouldn't have agreed to terms of $15 million and then didn't sign anything saying and telling what you're confirming that you're saying. Anyway, all right. He says, yeah, he could have fought Luis Ortiz. He could have fought me. He had a chance to fight Tyson Fury. Well, yeah, he could have fought all those guys, but he wanted you because you were the only one with the belt at the time. And you turned down a big, substantial amount of money. You could have fought Vladimir Klitschko. You could have fought Povetkin after your debacle and your situation. You could have fought a lot of people, but you didn't do it. But you got Tyson in the ring and your ass made a draw with that. So I'm reading this, and he says, but people want to know who's the best, especially after seeing this Fury fight. And I've been trying to show people who is the best. I'm always going to say I'm the best until I'm defeated. Well, here's the deal. To show people that you're the best, you have to fight the best. You have to fight the people that are in your way. So far, you fought Luis Ortiz. You got him out in 10 rounds with a lot of fucking help. You drawed with Tyson Fury. And for some strange reason, because of your desire to increase your banking account, you can't get in the ring with Anthony Joshua. But Anthony Joshua's begging you. But then again, he's scared. But then again, he's a coward. But then again, he doesn't want to get in the ring with me. But this guy is begging you for a fight. So that doesn't sound like someone that's scared. That sounds like someone that's wanting to really eagerly get you in the ring because they probably figured you out by now. They figured, like, damn, he really is a one-trick pony, isn't he? You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking that Anthony Joshua's camp is taking. Like, you know what? I'll knock him the spark out. That's really to get this fight. So here's the thing when someone gets revealed. That's what I call it, right, guys? Revealed, not exposed. But Deontay Wilder revealed himself on the biggest platform and under the biggest spotlight that he could possibly do. He revealed that he can only do so many things in the ring. So if I'm Eddie Hearn and I'm Anthony Joshua, Yes, that's on the number one priority that, hey, get your ass in the Wembley Stadium in front of a bigger crowd so I can knock you out, because now you've shown everybody not only that you can buckle under pressure, because he choked up in that Fury fight. Fury got under his skin. Fury talked a bunch of mad shit. He talks more shit than Jesse Jackson and George Bush at combined, and he got Deontay Wilder out of his element. The All Access showed that when he was talking to his wife, and he was tearing the hell up, and he was telling his wife, "I can't wait to get in this ring." You know what I mean? He was looking like James Evans from Good Times when he just lost the job. He had lost it. He was totally unglued, and he showed it fight night. Will Anthony Joshua talk all that smack? No, he won't. But he knows that a person like that is emotionally driven, it could either be a good thing or a bad thing. But for the most part of that fight, it was a very bad thing, because the things that he was doing, about 88% of the things that he was doing in that ring was not working for him. So, yeah, I would be begging for a fight too. So he's probably actually absolutely right. They're probably begging you for a fight, Deontay, because they know I've got your ass figured out. I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to show you a whole bunch of variety. I'm going to do you like Klitschko did you in those sparring sessions. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the type things that I see they're doing. Let's jump on him now before someone else gets the opportunity, because, see, here's the deal. If he fights Fury, if Fury fights him in the U.S., which I wouldn't do. So a lot of people say, yeah, the WBC sanctions. They're sanctioning and they're allowing this fight to happen without stripping Deontay. Okay, that's what that means. It doesn't mean that they are ordering it. Okay, so, a lot of times when you hear something, you read something, it can be misleading until you get the true facts. They're sanctioning it. They're allowing it to happen. Okay, so that fight can happen, but since it ended in a draw, the rematch clauses really didn't. I don't think it was honestly set up for a draw. I don't think the rules applied to a draw. I think the rules applied to someone winning and someone losing. So since it is a draw, they can both, wipe their hands and walk away. But that really don't want it. People don't really want that to happen because of how the first fight happened, right? So we're looking at a good possibility that Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder has a rematch. If it's in the UK, okay. Well, that would be home school advantage for Fury, but Fury might be proud enough to continue this quote-unquote road warrior mentality that he's become famous for, the Klitschko fight, the Deontay Wilder fight. He was both away from home. So he might decide to, hey, let me continue this shit. I like the idea of going to someone's backyard and taking them on. So that fight could happen. So it's not necessarily a deal breaker if it's not in the UK. That's what I would do if I'm Frank Warren. If I'm old Fish Eyes, I'm going to be like, no, this motherfucker's fighting you in your backyard, being the lineal champion of the world. That goes back to Obed Sullivan. You see what I'm saying? But again, that's not a deal breaker. So it could happen. And if Deontay Wilder gets in there with Tyson Fury, he's made his legacy with Tyson Fury. And in theory, it shits on the opportunity for Joshua to do it, because if Fury beats him, Joshua won't be able to, because everyone knows this is all about who has the belts and all about who will be defeated. And it's really all about who gets defeated first. That's what it's really coming down to, because these guys have to fight each other 2 or 3 times to see really who was the best. Okay. So if Fury gets that opportunity, Fury decisions Wilder or knocks Wilder out. Who knows? Because let's say Wilder gets in there and he's planning on gaining all this dumbass weight, and he gets in there and then this weight don't agree with him, and he finds that out on fight night, right? Then Fury outboxes the shit out of him, because he's going to come in at about 245 because he's training now. And that's another video I got to get to you guys. But anyway, he outboxes him. That shit's on Joshua's opportunity. So the fight we really wanted to see, Anthony Joshua to knock out Deontay Wilder, to beat Deontay Wilder first, will be spoiled, will be ruined. You know what I mean? So saying all that to say this, yeah, back to the original topic, and I'll put it in the description so you guys can read it. It's not too long, but I would be doing the same thing. But to me, the way Deontay Wilder sounds right now, he's sounding like Floyd Mayweather. See, he might not like Mayweather. He might say Mayweather's a hater. Mayweather, he has some haterade issues. He does. I'll agree with him. But it doesn't change the fact that people always try to emulate the the arrogance or the power shot calling tendencies that Floyd does. Look what he did with Manny Pacquiao. No, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight Manny Pacquiao. I don't want to do that. I don't give a fuck about what Manny Pacquiao's doing. And then before they ever actually fought, he was saying that same thing. And it's like, okay, well, you saying you can beat this guy, this guy's scared or this or that and the other. And that was the whole big debate, right? Who wanted to fight? Manny, who's ducking, Manny or Floyd? Why aren't they fighting, right? Who's really scared, Manny or Floyd? Now it's Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder, who's really ducking. You know what I mean? But when Deontay starts this Mayweather impersonation shit, it comes off like, dude, it's you. It's you and your ego. You didn't want the money because you felt you were better because you thought you were Floyd Mayweather, even though Mayweather, people are not like Mayweather. A lot of people are so misguided when they try to model themselves after Floyd Mayweather for many reasons. And I don't really have time to go into all that, but he's just done things in the sport that Deontay Wilder hasn't even dreamed of doing. Okay? And if for order for Deontay Wilder to be like Floyd Mayweather, he had had to start his success a long time before he even started the pros. You see what I'm saying? No, Floyd didn't make the gold. He wasn't a golden Olympian, but he was an Olympian, but he should have been. He was robbed, just like Roy. Okay? Little backstory. Quick backstory. But Deontay's trying to be like Floyd in a sense, like, no, I'm rubbing him out. I'm freezing him out. No, he had his opportunity because that's something Floyd would say. But Floyd is a hater to you. So why are you trying to emulate Floyd? Why are you trying to get the big head? Why are you now trying to say, oh, they're begging for a fight? They had their opportunity. You ain't no fucking A-side. You have no money. You call no shots. You were in a very good fight for twice in your career. That does not make you a superstar. It makes your profile raise, yes. It makes you have more notoriety as a fighter, yes. People know who you are now more than they ever had, yes. But that does not make you that guy you think you are. You see what I'm saying? It ain't like Anthony Joshua can't fight other people. But what's going to happen, since Anthony Joshua can't fight you because you don't want to fight him, but your damn team is talking that big shit. Your team, Shelly Finkel's saying you're very interested, which I find weird. And I've covered that with you guys. But you're saying, and you're telling everybody that, listen, oh, Anthony, Joshua's begging to have this fight. Like you or some big shit or something. Where in the next fight, if you fight Fury, you can lose that fucking belt and you have nothing at all. You are just one trick pony that had a punch. You're another Ernie Shavers. Jeff Lacey, guys like that. Overrated guys that had a lot of hard punching power, but nothing else in return. Okay? So that's my take on it. So for all the doubters and the Wilder fans, hey, your boy is neglecting a fight, because if someone's begging for a fight that was once, quote unquote, so scared, you would jump on it in a heartbeat, right? You would jump on that. Oh, he wants to fight now? Hell yeah, that's all I had to do is fight Fury's ass and get the Joshua fight after I knew Joshua didn't want to fight me. Now that sounds like somebody that really wanted to fight, or that other person didn't want to fight. You know what I mean? Because that's the attitude you take on when a person that you know is scared, and they say something. Oh, they are. Oh, well, let's get this fight done. Send your paperwork over. Send the contract over. We'll fight April 13th. He's not saying that. So it brings up questions, guys. It brings up questions. Because Deontay is not acting like the fighter that really, really wanted that fight. He's not. Let's just call it what it is. The way he's talking, like he said on Joe Rogan, that, oh, he's begging for a fight now. No, he's not begging you for anything. He wanted to get you in the ring and knock you to spark out, so he said, and slap you around the ring, so he said. So you should have seen if he could have done that, but you didn't. You were worried about money. But anyway, That's my take on it, guys. You guys tell me what you think about Deontay Wilder's remarks, his statements. Of course, please subscribe. Until then, you guys been counterpunched. Peace.